Hello, I'm Elfstick. Welcome back to Stoneblock, episode 4. Oh, it is great to be back. We had missed an episode because my eyeglasses broke, and it really strained my eyes to record Waystone and then move on to Stoneblock. So I took a break from this episode last weekend, but let's go ahead and get back into the world. Enjoy some modded Minecraft. We're going to start off today's episode by opening a icosahedron to see if we get anything good from it. Hopefully it doesn't blow up and ruin my mining dimension. Let's go out this way a little bit, see if we can get far enough away so it won't damage any of our stuff back there. Oh, my cow heads. I need to change my hats now that I think about it. Sunglasses look pretty good at Waffle Stick. Wait a second, let's try this out here. So we got sunglasses. Well, they set a little bit high up on his eyes. I don't know if the sunglasses is going to work for Waffle Stick. Got a T-Rex, that's kind of cool. Let's see, a Dalek hat from Doctor Who. Hey, I remember this back in the old modded series. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that one. It's a brain. How you like my brain, boys? Yeah. Got a rather nasty looking brain. Ah, looks like I stood in a campfire and smoke got absorbed into it. I don't know. Anyways, let's try this out and see if we get anything good, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. I didn't think to put all my stuff up, so if something terrible happens, that's not going to be good. Oh, I've got graves, so it should be fine. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's a supercharged creeper. Good thing I've done this in the mining dimension. You don't blow up really fast, so I think I'll be fine. We'll just take these guys out. There's like 4 supercharged creepers. He's got googly eyes too. That is the most terrifying thing. Whoops. Oh yeah, okay, alright. Did you get anything from supercharged creepers on this mod pack? It'd be really cool if they had awesome drops, but I don't think so. I guess we can go ahead and clean these guys up real quick. Well, one creeper blew up. Not too bad. Let's see what we've got in these epic loot bag here. Ooh, some more storage upgrade. Hey, at least I got something good from the icosahedron. That's what I'm gonna call it. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Okay. All right. Not terrible. I was expecting that because we had a good streak of luck for a long time with those chance cubes, so it was about due for it. So I'm going to begin off today's episode by doing a bit of a mining session to see if we can get some extra materials for our storage area, just in case we're going to be getting into any other mods, and then we'll get on with today's project. And in the end, it didn't go so well. I'm going to leave my player heads here, just for a memorial. If I ever end up back here, I know to be careful. I'm not stupid. That was really dumb. What was I thinking? Oh, wow. I'm not the smartest one in the book, guys. Oh, fresh air, finally. Oh, I feel like I've been down there forever, but I'm going to mark that place because that cave system was pretty nifty. Might want to go back to it. Yeah, I didn't mean to, but I think I mixed all this stuff up. I don't know what I got from today's mining session. I think it was this stuff. I moved some diamonds and emeralds over to the overworld, and I was actually wanting to hang around in the mining dimension a bit today to look for these guys, the meteorite crashes, so that we can get some stuff for Applied Energistics and get a mead drive system in the works. So we'll have a nice viable storage for all the modded items that flow like candy from a candy shop into our pockets. Like, it's great. That's kind of a weird analogy to compare that with, but I guess heading this way would be the unexplored meteorite. We've already got this one. We're getting these kind of materials. So we just gotta get those inscribers and hopefully go from there. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, hey, nice ring of lava too. I'm just gonna dig up some of this grass and we can use it to build out, to get our stuff out of this. This is really dangerous. I don't like doing this. I don't like going above lava. We know what happened last time. I think I needed this, the logic press. So we got that, and we've got a silicon press, and we've got the calculation press, which I don't think we'll need at the moment. And we've got the engineering press. So those, I believe, is something we need. That might be it. I don't know. I've got a lot to look into when it comes to Applied Energistics. It's probably a good thing that I researched that, because there's only 4 inscribers for Applied Energistics. Hey, look, random chance cube. Hey, I got a bookshelf. No way, I got 8. Hey, I needed those. Inventories can get really crazy in modded Minecraft, so that's why we're moving on to Applied Energistics, and I want to work on the Me Drive system. So it's just like a computer system that will keep all of your items stored into one place. You can access it all into one place. Really easy to pull from the system, and I'm going to be putting it right into the center of the storage drawers because I'm pretty sure it picks up all these different items. And I've got a few solutions to go over before we really get into the meat of stuff. We've got to use a grindstone or a pulverizer to get some of the necessary ingredients for our recipes when it comes to making the energy cell or the energy acceptor. It's going to be a lot of crafting, so bear with me. I'm going to try my best to get through this. So we've got a bunch of the essential materials for Applied Energistics in this bin behind the advanced crafting table. I'm going to take some of this quartz and just demonstrate what this does. Oh, I've got some in my inventory. I've tried it out. I've tried out the crank, but I haven't tried out the pulverizer. Let me show you what the crank does. I'm just going to do maybe a couple of these, just can demonstrate. So you'll put this through and it will make the quartz into quartz dust. And I guess that can be made into Quartz Glass, which is a requirement when it comes to some of the crafting recipes. We got 8. And although that's cool, I wanted to test out the pulverizer because that's a more automatic method. You don't have to do the crank. I mean, that's easy enough, right? I mean, you could just sit there and crank away. But I was testing out this other power solution. I picked it up from a few different tutorials, and I've combined them. So this is Orion block. This will heat your crucible much better than a flint and steel will. So I put one under that crucible as well. I think I found this stuff in the mining dimension or a loot bag, but I'm pretty sure it's in the mining dimension somewhere. So this is going to heat the crucible. We need a viable methods of cobblestone feed. So I got a cobblestone generator right here with some item transporters. And basically all this does is move items from one storage to another, and it could be within a 1 block radius. So we could put a item translocator right there and right there. This will be the input. That's the output. So it's outputting cobblestone into a crucible. That's being heated, and it's going to be transferred into this Ender IO fluid tank. Now this thing is super cool. I might have to move this over because I think it's a little bit further away when it needs to be. I don't have any connection for power. We could put in our magmatic generator. It's going to use lava to create energy, as you can see, and it's an infinite source of energy since it's all being fed automatically. That is so nice. That is actually a really cool setup. Yeah, it's building up RF energy right now. And we just need to transfer this into our pulverizer. So let's bring this over because I don't have any connections as of yet. You could compact this too, so this can go into the wall and you wouldn't even see it and it'd still be supplying energy. This is filled up, it's ready to go. So if you were to put some nether quartz in there, you should get the nether quartz dust in a byproduct sometimes. That's kind of cool too. So that's much more automated. It's faster. It's cleaner. I like it. And this is probably the power source that I'm going to be using for my Me Drive system. I think this has a different energy source of power in previous mods. Or on a standalone mod, I'm pretty sure it's a different type of energy rather than RF. So that's nice that it extends to the Pulverizer. Alright, and this is the moment where we get into the crafting. Oh, not looking forward to it. Alright, so to begin off, we need some Flukes Crystals. To make these, we need charged quartz crystals, quartz and redstone. You just put those into a puddle. Now this is the counterpart to the charged quartz. This is non-charged. And to charge these, you need a charger. And to get a charger, you need 2 Flukes Crystals. And you get that from the puddle method. So I've got some charged quartz here. Found these in the world. They're very hard to find in the world naturally compared to just charging them yourself. So if we were to take some quartz like that in redstone and put it into a puddle. Oh, swim for me, swim. This will make the Flukes Crystal. And we need this in some crafting recipes. When it comes to the Pulverizer, you put these in and it makes Flukes dust. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So this will go through. Maybe it'll give us a byproduct. Nope. So we need a bunch of this, I'm pretty sure. It's just going to be a weird method of throwing charged crystals into this. Now let me demonstrate this charger. So if we were to take one that wasn't charged, put it into the charger, and then just crank it, it should become charged after a moment or so. Yeah, charge up for me, big boy. There you go. Right there it is. And that has been added into the inventory. So let's just take a bunch of this. Let's try 7 at a time. I've never tried more than 1, so I'm sure that would work. Let's try it out here. So we go into the puddle. We put in all of this. Should make 7. No, 14 Flukes Crystals, because I'm pretty sure you get 2. Oh yeah, that made a bunch of them. Much easier than I thought it was going to be. 15, it rounded it off for us. How nice. Let's put it in the Pulverizer. Let this stuff break down into Flukes dust, and we can continue making the crafting recipes work for us. So let's go over to the Energy Acceptor and see what that's going to cost us. It's going to cost some Quartz Glass, which is created from the quartz dust that we just made from the Pulverizer. And I guess you would just need some glass. So I should have that. We need, how many of those? We need 4. So let's try this out. Let's go ahead and get some glass in here. We need 4. Boom, boom. I'm just going to leave that because I'm lazy. Like if you could get more lazy than me, I would be surprised. So we got another quartz that's going to be stretched across all the way across the crafting grids with the glass. 4 there. There we go. There is our quartz glass, a bunch of that. Just to have this in preparation for other recipes it's going to probably require too. Let's look at this. So we got the Energy Acceptor, we need a Flukes Crystal, and we need some iron. So that shouldn't be too tough. Can we pull some out of the Pulverizer? How many crystals? I only need 1, right? So we can put 2 more back into this. Get us some more dust. Ooh, I like that. And let's see, from here, we should be able to craft it. There we go. Does that move items from this bin? It may. There's our Energy Acceptor. So I wonder if this will convert the energy from the magmatic generator. Let's try this out. So will that energize that? Does it have to be in the front of the generator? And this is all done, so it should be okay to do this. I don't know. There might be an interface for this. You need an energy cell for it to store power, so it may just do it automatically. Energy cell would require this Flukes dust, so let's try it out. So we got an Energy Acceptor. We need a cell. Yeah, so this is going to be Certus Quartz. Can you just use standard? Yeah, I guess you can. I should have it all right here, so let's try it out. You just use standards Certus Quartz, not charged? That'd be really cool if you could. Let's see if we can get up in the crafting inventory here. All right. Is it going to accept energy? It is. It's pulling energy right now. So what would happen if we took this magmatic generator out? So it accepts that energy. Hey, that is awesome. That's so cool. Oh boy, the Inscriber, where we spend an inconceivable amount of time making ingredients for recipes when it comes to applied energistics. I've actually began making the terminal access, but I'm going to show this off a little bit. It's kind of cool. You take the presses that you found in the meteorites, for example, the silicon press, you combine that with silicon to make your whatever it's called. It's a base for the processor. So printed silicon, you could take this and combine it with your printed engineering circuit and redstone, and that will make processors. So if we were to take this engineering one, there's a few different ones that you can make from the different press. So there's a calculation press and logic. I think I put away the calculation one because we don't need that right now, I don't believe, unless we're going to be getting into the crafting grids that goes along with the AE system. I don't know. We'll see where we go from there. I'm actually creating a bunch of these because I think you need a few to make a 64K drive. I'm hoping I have enough materials. I might not. We'll see where we get with it. And we need a Me drive. I guess Me drive is going to be the first thing we need to grab before we get to the terminal. So we've got a couple of those, and I've got a couple. I think I've got everything I need for this recipe. Luckily, I made some glass cables thinking I had to transport that energy into the inscriber from the energy cell. But if you set it right next to it, it still charges it. I'm going to be moving this into a more dedicated area once we get done with it today. So let's pop this in. We need the Me drive set up right there. We could put this right on top of the energy cell. I believe you can. I wonder if it would be still energized on top once we get our terminal, or do we put that onto the Me drive setup? I don't know. We're going to find out. So let's see here. We need a terminal interface. It could be just the Me interface, I think is what it is. Me interface, is that right? Right here, terminal. So we've got this. Oh, that's kind of, oh, you need an annihilation core. So you need some logic processors. Lots of inscriber-based stuff to do. I guess we need to make a few more of these Flukes crystals. It's a constant struggle, and you are getting on my nerves, dude. Two of you. Where'd you guys come from? Get you. God. Thank you. I need an ender pearl. It's so loud. It's so loud. Oh, hey, there's... Oh, it's rotten flesh. It's not leather. I swear, if that source of power gets any longer, it's so long. I had to really stretch it back there. So we got the Me drive. We can put our ME glass cable on top of this with the ME terminal on that, and you can access all of your storage cells, which we got to craft next. We're going to be able to use this. I want to go for the 64K. That's a fluid drive. That's interesting. So this is going to require a lot of recipe stacking. So you're going to create this ME storage component. That's going to require some other storage components, just combining those. It should have all of this. We should be able to make a calculation press too. I think it requires Certus quartz to make calculation press. And then we got to make this 4K. You just got to keep stacking it until it's 64. Just to make one ME storage component. It's a logic press and a bunch of Certus quartz. I don't even think you have to use charged. You might. Let's go back into it. So it's just crafting those. That's not too bad. I could do that. It's not hard. So I'm going to make a 64K, so we'll just have a viable amount of storage to begin off with. Until this process is automated, we're just going to have to continuously manually do this to get more storage. So let me do that off camera. Not put you guys through that mess. What in the world? Friendlier man? Friendier. You look super cool. Want to be friends? Alright, so 64K was sort of out of the question because we need, I think, pure Certus quartz crystal for that to work, and you have to grow those. And I haven't gotten to that, unfortunately. Not yet, anyways. So we could just dump stuff into this terminal now. I've got 3 1K drives in there. So we could just take a bunch of this stuff, like this, access the terminal, put it in. Very convenient. You could search it, find it, anything you need. And this is going to help out with organization. Now, something I did notice right off the bat is it didn't pick up from the storage stores, which I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Could be some other certain connection I've got to put in there too. Oh, yay, I completed a couple of quests too. I don't know if I completed all the quests for AE yet, so a lot of stuff to get done. Let's just dump this in there, and that should be everything from that bin. I would continue doing this with the other bins just to kind of clear up space. Now, I did dump my chest transporter in there. There it is. So let's grab this just so I can use it for the other ones. But man, this is going to be a big difference in how everything is operated. Oh, that's not good. It looks like these are going orange, so it's filling up. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe you guys could do a better job of explaining that to me. I'm going to put this away. But I think that's going to be about it for today's episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy watching. We'll get the rest of these bins sorted out and hope you have a fantastic day.